Hi and welcome to Geeks for Geeks. I am Siddharth Hazra and today we will be discussing the problem delete node without head pointer. So as the name suggests, we are given a linked list. This is not mentioned, but whenever we talk about nodes, it is either a tree or a linked list, and here we are talking about linked list. So let's see what this is all about. So here you are given a linked list, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then what you are given is, you are given the link of a node, that you would be just given the address of one node and you need to delete that node. And the reference to the head won't be given. I make sense to you? So the reference to the head won't be given and you are given the link to the node that needs to be deleted. Okay. So the general process of deleting a node is that you go back to the previous node and then you just link it with the next node and then you delete up this node. This is the general process of this. But to delete this node, we need the link of the previous node. So one way is that we start traversing the node. But try to think without traversing. Like, can we do without traversing and then think of traversing? Okay, a general brute force approach would be traverse and find the previous node and then link with the nodes next. Like, just do this. Nodes next is this and link up with the previous node, and that's it. So here we need the link of the previous node, but we can't really go back to previous node in a linked list. We can only move forward. So we can only move forward. So what we can do is, we can make this as 4, this as 3. Why? Because we can just swap the values. Swap the data of this and this. So which is now 4 and which is now 3. Makes sense? Swap the values of 3 and 4. Now what you can do is, you can make 4's next is equals to 5 and then you can delete this 3. Okay, because we don't have the reference of the previous node, we make it as the previous and then we just delete that next node. Like, we just pop it in this node and then we delete this side of this, and we already know the address of this. Make sense? Now let us try to solve this in action. So now what we would do is, we would have a temporary node. Okay, store temp or just tp temporary node is equals to deletes next. Okay, is equal to deletes next. So now what we would do is, we would say swap the delete dash data comma deletes next dash data. Okay, we're just swapping it and then we are making deletes next. Okay, deletes next is equal to deletes next. Now delete is equals to 4 and that is that. Okay, so we would first, so we have just swapped out the data. Deletes next is equals to deletes next of next. Now let's try to return this. Now let us see if we have successfully deleted it or not. It seems working fine. And yes, we got an AC. So we just did this, that we just swapped this to this and then we made this point to this and done. And then for a more optimization, you can just delete one node. Okay, and that is one more very small optimization, to be specific, because that is constant. So that's it from my side. Thank you and have a nice day.